I wanted to do something special for my 1K subscriber special / season finale, and but I couldn't think of anything, so I needed some help.
So you thought you'd come to me, did you? Do you really think that would be a good idea? I mean, don't you have any friends to help you think of ideas?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any real friends, so this was the only place I thought I could go.
I can tell you right now that most people don't want my kind of help. Are you sure you wouldn't rather just think of something on your own?
Yeah, I think.
Alright then, you asked for it. Once I get inside your brain, I've found all kinds of ideas in there. Hey, who knows, I might build something really amazing.
What I meant.
But all that matters is I'm gonna have control of your brain, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, don't! No! Stop! No!
Hello everybody, Sol here. I have only one rule here. If it's animated, we'll comment on it. And this girl was so desperate to do something special for her 1K subscriber / season finale that she was willing to turn to some dark corners. Now, I realize that I may not be my dynamic self, but I have rheumatism. Or is it pneumonia? Or colon cancer? Or tumor syphilititis? A slight headache. Anyway, I know what you all wanted her to do, and we're going to do it today. The thing you all asked her to do since day one. We're going to review Gravity Falls. Oh, yes, it feels so good to be in a physical form again. Oh, right. So, apparently, I have a book that I call my History Book of Infinite Knowledge, and supposedly has information on every single cartoon and anime ever made. But who the hell are we kidding, right? It's just a World War II book with Wikipedia printouts stapled into it. I can do you one better! Okay, so apparently, Gravity Falls was created by Alex Hirsch, and it was produced by the Disney Channel, and 35 episodes have so far aired as of today, in a total of 2 seasons. It started in 2012. I don't know why she does this every video, it's really boring. Hey, look at this! Wasn't that awesome? Now I'm gonna get the down for previous episodes. Preamble, that's your okay, do that.
I've said before that creating something deep from a simplistic idea is guaranteed to curry my favor, and this series' plot is no exception. Anyway, Dipper and Mabel Pines, two 12-year-old monozygotic twins, are sent to live with their shyster great-uncle Stan in a town called Gravity Falls, Oregon. The town seems peaceful enough, surrounded by forestry and a calm, rustic atmosphere, but there are dark shadows that lurk underneath the town, involving the supernatural that lead back to a mysterious author who wrote a series of journals detailing the strange happenings in Gravity Falls. When Dipper comes across journal number 3, he and his sister get swept up in the insane, sinister world that may be closer to them than they realize. In Gravity Falls, only one thing remains true: trust no one.
Oh Lord, I think I'm coming down the drain full of butterflies. As we check out the Southern Valley, this skeleton.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
Did you know that if you pull your eyelids back and close your eyes, you can actually see the past? There are memories from your skull!
Alrighty then, the main characters are Dipper and Mabel Pines, a set of twins who investigate the mysteries of Gravity Falls. Dipper takes the helm of the investigation and works feverishly to uncover all the mysteries of the town with his journal. Dipper comports himself as an intelligent and passionate young man, even though he's still in the throes of puberty, meaning he's, as Mabel puts it,
awkward and sweaty.
I fucking love Dipper, plain and simple. I see a lot of myself in his character, or at least who I used to be while I was growing up, in that he wants to be taken seriously because he sees the world in a different way, but everybody just treats him like a stupid kid, something I can completely relate to. Call me biased, whatever, but I still think that Dipper is a great guy and a great character, who can not only be lung-collapsingly hilarious, but also a true mystery man at heart. On the other hand, there's his sister Mabel, who's pretty much the polar opposite of Dipper, in that she's crazy, goofy, weird, spontaneous, silly, just all around odd. She reminds me a lot of Greg from Over the Garden Wall, in that her goofiness should be totally annoying, but it's not. Mabel toes the line of abstract craziness that's impossible to understand, and grating silliness that's impossible to watch, and she does it perfectly. You may not take Mabel seriously, but she doesn't really want you to. She's too busy having fun with her pig waddles and getting high on Smile Dip. Then there's the big motherfucker of cartoon uncles, Stan Pines, Dipper and Mabel's great uncle, or as he's usually called, Grunkle Stan. Stan runs a tourist trap in Gravity Falls called the Mystery Shack, full of stupid, cheaply made bullshit that makes gullible tourists empty their wallets. Stan is a gruff, crotchety, no-nonsense kind of guy who always has a cutting comeback, a quick insult, or a dastardly distraction for when he's robbing you blind. Grunkle Stan is basically Rick from Rick and Morty, but a little more age-appropriate. He's that kind of crusty old asshole you can really feel comfortable loving. Please don't take that the wrong way. As for the others, there's Seuss, a handyman at the Mystery Shack, and Wendy, a part-time worker there too. Seuss is a big guy with a heart of gold who always has words of wisdom, such as,
"If you accidentally eat the prize that comes inside your cereal, does that make you a specially marked box?"
timeless. Seuss is also a little clueless and a little clumsy, but not in an annoying way, but more in a plain-faced, I'm enjoying my life too much to care what you think kind of way that makes him very charming. Then there's Wendy, who's definitely my least favorite person occupying the Mystery Shack. Wendy is your typical laid-back, lazy teenager who has no respect for authority and just does whatever she wants. Other than having an occasionally funny moment, there's not too much to say about Wendy.
Now, in a world of such darkness and mystery, there has to be villains, of course, right? Hey, look at this random cowboy!
As for the villains in this series, there's only a couple, but they're all great in their own ways. First off, there's Gideon Gleeful, a rude and nasty little boy who's adored by the whole town and praised for being a child psychic, even though his psychic powers may not be as genuine as people think. Gideon has a terrible temper, a creepy crush on Mabel, and access to Journal Number 2, which makes him want to unlock the source of ultimate powers supposedly hidden in the journal's contents. Even though Gideon is a horrendous little brat, he's not at all insufferable. Quite the opposite, actually. He's crafty and scheming, despite being so young, and there's a certain darkness that belies his cute whittle exterior. But that's enough about him for now. Robbie Valentino is next, and he's a gothy, douchebag teenager who plays the guitar and tries to date Wendy, much to Dipper's chagrin. There's not too much to say about Robbie, other than just he's a rude teenager. Quick! Somebody call CNN!
And that about does it for the villains in this series. Huh? What? No, that's legend. Cypher? Cypher? No, there's no villain named Cypher in this series. Although if there was, I'm sure it would be a handsome and regal man who gives puppies to orphans and donates money to pet shelters.
Alright, if you won't talk about Bill Cipher, I will.
The other villain in this series is Bill Cipher, a triangle-shaped entity made of pure energy that strikes deals with people to achieve his own ends. While Bill hasn't technically done much yet other than be an intriguing isosceles, his demeanor of being weirdly random masks his true power, which has yet to be fully revealed. It's not really Bill's storm that makes him interesting, it's the calm before his storm.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no such person as Cypher. He's as fictional as the Boogeyman, or the Loch Ness Monster, or Kim Kardashian, or Mr. T. You don't believe me? Here, watch this. No, Bill, then you know about it. Believe me now? I'm sorry, I just have lives and everything, you know how it is. Anyway, there's about Gravity Falls, and we're gonna get right down to them. Did you know that you were going to die in 3 years, 14 hours, 27 minutes, and 68 seconds? Yeah, you. Talking to you. Dave.
It's honestly hard for me to put into words every single good thing I can think of for this series without writing a 6,000-page essay. Rarely have I ever found something that is not only related to me on a personal level, but also catered perfectly to my love of mystery, atmosphere, humor, design, dark tones, continuity, and shit, my compliment machine just blew up. But seriously, the mystery is presented so fantastically, with each question and revelation about the town, its people, its history, and its supernatural side superbly executed, with nary a misstep in any aspect of it. The atmosphere is up there with the greats like Over the Garden Wall and Samurai Jack, in that you can just smell the bark of the trees, the mustiness of the Mystery Shack's attic, and the skin of a jack-o'-melon on Summerween. The humor is some of the best you'll get from a cartoon somewhat intended for children, with its many sneaky, or not so sneaky, allusions to adult humor, as well as its incredibly smart and punchy dialogue and some absolutely hilarious side characters like Old Man McGucket, Grenda, Candy, just so many of them. I mean, seriously, I don't know what's up with Sheriff Blubbs and Deputy Durlet, but they both just crack me up. Getting back on topic though, the underlying tone of mistrust, as well as the shadowy undertones that seep in from every corner when you're not looking, create such an incredible and believable tone that supports itself, even when the characters are just screwing around and having fun. Oh, and I have to mention the insane amount of continuity this show has too. Not only do the ingenious use of ciphers hidden all throughout the show encourage people to be rabid fans of the series and allude to situations or events in the series itself, but the in-show continuity is just kicked into overdrive, with the smallest remark, the tiniest action, and the most momentary of passing glances having an actual impact on the characters and the overall progression of the story. Truly, this series is something special, that's an undeniable fact.
No! Stop! Stop! You can't make me say bad things about Gravity Falls!
No, you're gonna say bad things about it because you love that series!
Oh god, no! No, don't make me say bad things about it!
I love the show!
To be completely honest, I have nothing bad to say about this show. Nothing. Anything I could say would be nitpicking so much that even the gorillas who live next door to me would tell me to tone it down. The one and only thing that I will say that's negative about this show is that this character here, Pacifica Northwest, is such a huge bitch initially. She's, as Mabel puts it,
Walking one-dimensional bleach blonde Valley Girl stereotype!
At least the show is self-aware of how big a cunt she is, and she does have a redemption eventually, but there's no denying that Pacifica is a complete and utter twat at first.
I will not let you control me anymore!
You know, I don't think you understand. This is what you asked for.
No! I didn't ask for this!
Well, if you're gonna be like that, I'm gonna make you talk about your least favorite episode. I'll shut you up!
No! No! Ah!
So, apparently, this girl doesn't understand the idea of binding contracts. So, to shut her up, I'm gonna make her talk about her least favorite episode.
Ah! No, you can't do that!
No, I'm gonna, actually, I'm gonna have to probe your brain and find out what it is. Awesome, Mabel.
In this episode, Mabel makes a bet with Grunkle Stan that she can make more money running the Mystery Shack her way than Stan can on vacation. Stan leaves Mabel in charge of the shack for 72 hours, while he goes to take all the cash from a game show called Cash Wheel. The reason why this episode is my least favorite is because it's the one with the least amount of continuity, as well as the least amount of story progression, and doesn't do much to contribute to the overall mystery of Gravity Falls. Is it terrible? Not at all. It's just a little less amazing than the others.
I swear, I will break your hold over me, Bill.
Hello, Bill. I'm Joe from the movie Jack and Jill. And did you know that I'm saying is actually funny, but they actually Bill was wise over with goat diarrhea?
That doesn't make any sense. Shut up!
It doesn't make sense anyway.
I have to stop your vile words from being spewed from my mouth. You don't like love, huh? Well, why don't I talk about my favorite episode? That'll shut you up.
At this point in the series, everything that's happened in Gravity Falls begins to come to a head. Many outstanding mysteries are answered, but new ones are made as well. Saying any more would spoil everything, as well as diminish the impact that this episode leaves, so I'll stop there. If you haven't seen this amazing episode already, staple your eyelids open and give it a watch. You won't regret it.
If you say one more word about how amazing Gravity Falls is, I'm gonna do something really terrible to you. Like, I don't know, stick your hands in a deep fryer and put your entire head under somebody's man boob.
I don't care! Gravity Falls is an amazing kind of show that it can't be duplicated. It's impossible to explicate it, and I just want to communicate it about how amazing it is. I don't care if it sounds biased. I don't care if I'm giving it too much praise. I love Gravity Falls!
I give Gravity Falls 5 eyes out of 5.
So, Gravity Falls, is it watchable? If you haven't seen this show already, you need to watch it. You will not regret it. Is it enjoyable? I dare you to come and say to my face that you can't find something enjoyable in it. Is it memorable? Well, only time will tell on that regard. But the only way that this show will keep in the memories of others is if they keep it close to their heart, like I do. It's true. My love of Gravity Falls saved me today. And maybe some people don't realize it, but maybe cartoons have a little more power than people realize.
Hey everybody, just wanted to say thank you for watching this review, and thanks for all your support for the past year. Getting to 1,000 subscribers is something I actually never thought I would do, so it's been a great year, and I've had a lot of fun making the show, and I hope you've had a lot of fun watching it. I just want to thank everyone who's stuck with me through this past year. I know I've been kind of annoying because I've been working so hard, but I want to thank first and foremost Stev Raybro, as well as Bulbatube and Channel Frederator, who were the biggest sources of my new subscribers, and they were great to offer me opportunities to do collaborations with them, as well as all the people who did animations and art for my shows, so Patricia Pitagowski, Nabibble, Mario Ramirez, of course Pixelflix for doing the theme song. There's a bunch of other people too. I can't think of them at the moment, but once I think of them, I'll put them right here for you to see. And just thank you to all of you who've watched and to all of you who subscribed. And yeah, I'm going to be taking the next week off just to take a break and get everything in order. Season 2 will start in 2 weeks. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and thanks for sticking with me, and I hope to bring you some great new content in the coming season. And I will see you next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out my other videos as well.